Seriously, like, transfixed with my plants. I've bought like a whole heap of plants. I've probably spent like $50 on plants this year. But these things that are growing over here, that seems like they're paper daisies. They've sort of shriveled up and died. So these things that are growing here are like some sort of I don't know what it is. Some sort of little purpley thing that is used as a water plant. So that should be got a few sprouts there. The funniest thing is when I put water on these, the little baby sprouts, they die. So I'm trying not to put water on the containers while they're sprouting, and rather filling this trough because they die if you put water on top. So, but I'm thinking about getting another packet of daisies, just to see if they actually grow. Maybe put them in a couple of different pots. Maybe they just didn't like that pot or something. But I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't grow because I kind of like paper daisies. This is one of the best growing plants, is the forget-me-nots, but even it's sort of dying. It's probably got too much sun, I think. This is a great plant to grow. Sort of growing very strong. After it's been planted strongly, it just grows. So it's a climbing plant, so it'll grow all over the place. But I like this plant. I got it for free. This, I think, is a carnation of some kind. It's not supposed to be drooping over there, but, it is. And eventually when it flowers, it'll have some weird drooping plant, attached to it. But these are carnations over here too. And over here is Lyra. It's not doing very well in the sun either. So I'm a bit concerned about these plants. They're not the strongest plants. But these are the strongest growing plants that I have. These are the mini daffodils. And I love daffodils. Daffodils are like the best plant for me. I just think they're really pretty, but saying that, I don't stop at one plant. I bought a few different plants today for $20. So, and I might even branch out and buy some more daisies. Maybe try and plant them in here. Maybe it'll like that spot better or something, even though generally not too many things grow there. But maybe plant one in here. I'm thinking like moving this rock that's in here and putting a paper daisy there. Maybe it'll enjoy growing amongst these other plants here. But so far only daffodils. These are mini daffodils are working out, and the forget-me-nots working out, and this plant is great. All the rest are pretty, haphazard growing plants, but I'm addicted to plants. I keep, every time I look up on the internet a plant, I just want it. So I'm trying not to do that. I've bought my last cluster of the year, except for the little mini vase. I need to buy one more plant, so that's going to be the very last thing of the year, and then that should be it. I don't really need any more plants. In fact, I shouldn't even be collecting them because I'm not permanently living here, but I have a nice little collection, and eventually when these grow, these are going to look amazing. So I'm glad that I bought all these different plants. And I think those are roses deep in there. They're growing quite low at the moment, so eventually I may either need to transplant them to another spot, or just leave them to grow amongst the daffodils. Either way, I'm concerned that they might need to grow bigger than the daffodils, because these ones are going to grow about that high, and mini roses grow double the height. So I might so I just have to wait to see what these plants actually do, because I'm not 100% certain what on earth they are. But I know these are daffodils though, so these are going to do amazing when they start growing by the spring. But yeah, many months of growth yet. So, but like I said, I just bought a cluster of 4, maybe 5 if I bother to purchase some daisies, and I'll see how they go. Yeah, but I'm a really bad planter. I buy too many plants. I want to put them in, not so many pots, and they end up growing together. So, and this one has loads of room. This one's got a big spot here that can be filled, and can go another spot over here. So this one has quite a bit of room yet, but I tend to like overcrowd pots. This one's pretty full, but you can probably plant a few other things in here. At the moment it's got like 2 or 3 different plants, and then this one has a couple of plants. Yeah, but and I've got this one. I bought a geranium, and I bought this other huge flower. So obviously I might need one more of these containers, which are pretty expensive, but I think eventually I'll need another one. So that should be all the containers. That's a load of plants there. So yeah, at the moment I've got like 2 containers, but I think I'll need a third one to put on this windowsill. And I've got another little plant. My other little plant's down there next to the other plant, because it was getting too much sunlight over here, so it was shriveling up on one side. So I put it to another location, and hopefully it likes that spot a bit better. I was checking it out today. It seemed to be recovering a little bit, so I think it likes that spot better, so it's keeping the other plant company at the moment. So yeah, but I don't want all these plants to do poorly. I want them to do quite well. So I'm trying not to water this until it's got some more growth on it, because all these plants are falling down. But I'm not sure how you're supposed to water plants, really. Every time I water them, when the plants fall down, they don't grow back up and they die. So I think it's really important to leave the plants alone while they're growing. This one has a few survivors, so it looks like it's going to have a few plants growing, but I'm going to put some more plants in it. And these forget-me-nots are a bit struggling a little bit. I'm not sure whether they need more shade or what, but I'm going to grow another cluster of forget-me-nots too, because I just love them. Like when they flower eventually, they're gonna like be very pretty. So I love forget-me-nots, and I love daffodils. These are the best. I'm so glad I have so many plants, because they're just like the best plant ever. I've grown them before, and I'm like, oh wow, these plants are so cool, so I just love them. I love them as decoration. And when I move, like I've thought this through, when I move, I'm just going to put all my plants in a padded box and fill it up so that they get minorly damaged, and then transport them to wherever I'm going to live next. But I don't know when I'm going to move, but they're going to be like coming with me sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to move into a house in this area, like not this area, but this part of the country, or whether I'm going to move back to the other part to have more of an inner city lifestyle. I know I came across a bit of bad there, but I'm hoping if I'm not living with other people, I might come across a bit more good or something. But either way, I'm not like settled with my finances yet. I kind of want to get like more and more work generally until I'm really generating some money. So at the moment I'm focused on either temporary jobs or work from home jobs, because I am training from home. But anyway, what's this got to do with plants? Nothing. I'm just saying that they're going to come with me. So I want all these plants to do well, but I'm not sure whether I've put them in the right locations or what. But a lot of them struggle primarily, and only like a few out of a cluster survive usually. So except for the daffodils, I mean, I have amazing survival rate with the daffodils. And the forget-me-nots are quite a strong plant too. So it's the carnations and these Lyra, the fairy ones at the back there. they had quite a low survival rate. But the daffodils are going great. Look at all of them. They're gonna all be producing flowers in the spring. And I can't wait for it. No, I want them to be developing now. It's amazing how, like, you know, how like they come up as these little stems first, and then they grow into these plants. So they grow into the real formation as they mature. And I'm just like remarking, oh, isn't it funny, like how like all these little plants are when they first sprout? They come up as little green sprouts like this, and then they form into their plant form. But I'm not sure whether these are the strongest plants ever, but they seem to be okay. I could put like some more plants on the edge here, these 2 pots. Have them grow the daffodils in there. Right? I just keep like jumping up here and looking at them. I like to see what they're doing, see how they're growing. But I'm not sure about the watering, because like I said, when I knock them down they die, whereas if I hadn't watered them. So I'm trying to use these troughs a little bit more, rather than put the water on top of the soil, and put them from underneath, and they can take a drink whenever they want. Really. But I did save like this forget-me-not plant over here. I did save that one from the bottom of this tray. It had somehow faltered out and ended up growing on the bottom of the tray, and I was like, well, I hope I don't, kill you, but it's growing in there quite strongly, so it's growing amongst the daffodils. So, but I bought another mixture of pink and blue forget-me-nots, because I'm going to be filling this plant pot up with a new batch of flowers. So yeah. But I really like these containers. I think they're really attractive and they hold the pots really well. So, but the only thing is, you always want to grow so many plants that you always. I mean, they're pretty expensive. They cost like, $15 and a couple dollars up here. So, 2 is like $30, $35, and whatever. So, but they're really good. I like them. So I didn't know which color I like more. They only come in these 2 colors, but I think they're great. I should really stop collecting plants. I should just order those paper daisies and then be like, okay, that's it. I don't want to collect any more plants, because yeah, I can't keep collecting them. So I fulfilled my wish for geraniums and some big bushy plants, and so I'm gonna probably buy another tray for those 2 incredibly large plants that I bought, and all the rest can just be combined together into little pots, because they're just like separate flowers and things. So they're not too big at all. So yeah. And all these plants are growing over this dead not iris, orchid. So unfortunately that plant didn't make it, but many of the other plants might. I just have to leave them to grow. Untangle this one. Where are you going? Yeah, that one's okay. But I can't wait for them to flower in the spring. That'll be so good.